Hello guys. I think due to the weekend, many people not joined it. Okay, no issues. We can continue. If they need, then I can share the record session. Okay. And one more thing, I am telling that the session should be a more interactive. So if I ask anything, please respond, guys, in between the session. Okay. Can you hear me? And can you able to see my screen?
Yes, Venkat.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So, okay, we have discussed about the table space yesterday. So we have to discuss on data dictionary. Data dictionary is nothing but a system created tables. So system created tables. There are some system created tables available in the, already I have showed you, right? Like when we have installed the software, Oracle software, automatically some tables will get stored. Those all are called as a system created tables. So those tables will store the metadata details. What are the metadata details? Column, table name, column name and data type size and restrictions, source of the data, where it is getting the data, and ownership. It contains the user details of the data. So there are multiple data dictionaries available. So user underscore table, all underscore tables, and user underscore constraints underscore columns. Like that are many is there. We can discuss one by one once the topic is coming. Okay. Next is physical. One is logical, right? One is logical structure way. So second is physical structure. It will store the data in physical structure. Physical structure. So physical structure in the sense physical structure contain user tables and indexes. So why we used to discuss about all the tables means that is as a physical structure which we are storing the data, or else which we are creating and storing the data, or else already created the tables and available the data in the database. So physical structure contain the table and indexes. So now what is table? Can someone tell me, guys, what is table? What is table?
Commission of tables and cells and columns.
Yeah.
Sorry, columns and rows.
Columns and rows. Okay, right. Yeah. See, to avoid our waste of time, I have already written the content, each and everything. So table is, it is a database object and used to store the data. So table is a database object and used to store the data. So it is collection of rows and columns. Collection of rows and columns. If you see, collection of rows and columns. Here a table name is EMP table. Okay. So how to create a table? Here already table is there in my database. So how to create a table? So as per Oracle standards, I mean SQL standards. So for every language, we need to follow the statement, right? Syntax. The rules they have said that database, if you are creating a table or if you are creating any object, so you have to follow some format, how they have designed the software of the Oracle. The same way here in our SQL also provided one syntax, one rule, one statement for the creation of the table. So you need to remember that, and you need to create a table by using this syntax. Otherwise, the compiler will throw error because the database, our SQL database, the SQL database, developed by using these statements only. So if you create the table by using this syntax, then only it will allow. That is the syntax for the our SQL database. So here the syntax to create a table is create table, table name, create table, table name. Next, column name, data type, size. Column name 2, data type, size, and so on. We can create number of columns. This is the syntax for the table. Create table, table name, open parenthesis, then column name 1, then data type, then size, then next column 2, then data type, next size, and so on. Number of columns. Number of columns. Okay, guys. So to create a table, you need to follow this syntax. So now let us take as a one student table. Create example. Create table, table name. Here open parenthesis, then SID, student ID. So student ID is a which is a character or is a number or a date. Which format, guys? What is that? ID. Number.
Digit.
So based on the column data which you are defining. So if you are defining as a SID means, so you know that you need to insert the numeric data. So that's so based on that only, based on the column, if you are defining and insert the data, you have to declare the data type. So SID is a numeric data. So that's the reason we declared as a number. The size we declared as a 4 bytes. So you no need to worry these all data types. We can discuss one by one. Just I am explaining you the just syntax. Next, first name of the student. So name of a student is a alphanumeric data, right? Alphanumeric, alphabetic letter. So that is a character data. So that's the reason we declared as a varchar to 10. So next L name, last name. Then again character data, then 10 size. So date of birth. Date of birth is a date, right? So it has to allow the date. That's the reason we declared as a date format. So next date of join, next date format. Next fee. Fee is a numeric data. So I declared as a number and size here I mentioned only 4. So here 7, 2. Here 7 is a precision, 2 is a scale. We can discuss in the number data type. Just you see gender, then char. So here, why I have taken this many columns? So to maintain the student data, I need these columns to maintain for this my institution or my college. I wanted to these details. Some people add the address column also. Okay. So now what you understood to create a table, what and all you required? One is table name required, another one is column names required, then another one is data types required. So to create a table, you need these 3 parameters are required. One is table name, another one is the column name, another one is the data type. You can observe here. This is the table name. This is the column name. This is the data type. Okay. So while you are creating, you need to know, I mean, you should remember some of the rules for the table creation. So by using these rules only, Oracle has developed like the software. So we need to follow the same process to insert the data in our SQL. So now for table, see here, for column, we are providing the size of the column. The column's data type is numeric data. So number data type, and the size of the column is 4. Do we are providing the, here did we provided the size of the table? Did we provided size of the table?
No.
No. So you no need to provide the memory for a table explicitly. So when you create the table, Oracle compiler automatically allocates some memory space to the table. So you no need to create, you need to provide the memory for a table explicitly. So you should provide the size for the column, but you no need to provide the size for the table. Okay. Next, table must be start with a character. Must be start with a character. Character means either A to Z or smaller case of A to Z. Okay. I will show you practically how it will be. So table name must be start with a character. Let us see. For example, I am creating one student table. Create table name as student. Here you no need to provide, I said, right? Let us give. What will happen? We'll see the memory. Just I am giving the one column only. So just create a like this. See, invalid identifier. So you should not provide the size for the table. Okay. Next statement, what is that? ID, number data type. I am giving the size as 5. Okay. So table name must be start with a. Table name must be start with a to Z, capital letter or small letter. So if I gave table name, just some under version and STU. Okay, I'm giving SID as a column name, then data type of the column is number, then size is I am giving 5. Okay, see, invalid table name, because table name must be start with the table name must be start with the either must be start with a character, either smaller case or uppercase, A to Z, smaller case or uppercase of A to Z. Clear, guys, these two statements? Clear? Any doubts? Yeah, okay. Thank you. See, next, one table can have, this is very, very important, guys. In your interview, they will ask. So we also used to ask in our organization. So as a panelist, I used to go. So I used to ask this question also. This is very, very important. In every interview, there is a chance to ask. Like question is, how many maximum columns can we declare in a table? See here, 1 column, 2 columns, 3 columns, 4 columns, 5 columns, 6 columns. So 7 columns we declared. So the maximum number of a tables can be declared by a table, they will ask. So for that answer is, we can declare 1000 columns maximum. So one table can have maximum 1000 columns. Maximum 1000 columns. So if anybody asking you that, how many number of columns can be declared by a table in SQL? So it is a maximum, one table can have maximum 1000 columns. If it is some MS SQL, MS SQL, then for MS SQL is 1024 columns we can declare for MS SQL. Okay. every table must have one column. Every table must have one column. So without column, we can try to clear it. Here we declare one column, right? SID. And data type of column is number we declared. So let us create without a column. See, wait. I'm giving a history. See, missing left parenthesis. It is throwing error. So here left parenthesis means this one. So that means the table, every table must have one column. At least one column should be there while you create a table. Okay. Table name cannot start with 0 to 9 or special characters. Table name cannot start with 0 to 9 or special characters. See here, I started with initially I started with the numbers 0 to 9 or 10, something, any number. So 0 to 9 I just mentioned. This is treated as a number. Okay, should not be start with a number or special character. So number, anyhow, number is, it is not allowing to create right here. Number. So invalid table name. Let us give some special characters, either yash or dollar, anything. So student, I am giving. Every table must be one column, right? I am declaring SID column name as number data type and 5 bytes of the column size. Invalid character. So it is expecting the character data here. So because the table can be table name can be start with only all numeric data. I mean character data, not numeric data. Must be start with the character data. So here, but here we started with the special character. Here special character. So that's the reason it is throwing error as a invalid character. Okay. Next, table name cannot be a Oracle keyword. Oracle keyword in the sense here create is a command. It is also one keyword or command. So table here create is a command and table is a keyword for the creation of a table. So table name cannot be start with a Oracle keyword or Oracle command. So I think everyone knows like delete, truncate, all commands is there. So let us give as a table name as a one keyword. So here table is a keyword, right? So keyword. So I'm see invalid table name. So is it accepted, guys? If we give the any keyword? Is it accepted, guys? Declare the as a keyword. No. So you should not only that, you can try to give this one also. Delete. Delete is a Oracle command, right? It's like how creation. See, invalid table name. So table name cannot be a Oracle keyword or command. Okay. Table name is not case sensitive. Table name is not case sensitive because by default table name will be stored in the uppercase. For example, why I am telling not case sensitive. For example, I am giving, now I am creating a student table. You can see student smaller case, SID column name also smaller case. I am giving number 4. Table is created. Let us see table. So to see the table structure, so you have to use the description. Description short form is DESC. Then you have to give table name to see the table structure. What is the table structure? What is the column name? What is the data type of the column name? And how many size for that? So to see the description of table name. If you see, so table name is SID. Table name is student ID, and type is data type, size is number data type, and the size is 4 byte. Okay, table is created. Table is created, guys. Even though we have declared as a smaller case. Table is created or not, guys?
Yes, shall be created.
Created. Even though we have given the smaller case, it has saved the upper case only. The SID is smaller case, but it has saved upper case. Number data type is declared as a smaller case, but upper case. So table name or column name or data types are not case sensitive. Case sensitive means it will case sensitive in the sense should be in upper case, should be in smaller case. That is not mandatory. But while you are inserting the data, it is a case sensitive. We can discuss in the insertion first. So now, see, this is the valid table, this is the invalid table. That means Oracle server accept like this, and it cannot accept like this. So we have already seen this star of student. Okay, next delete already seen. So 100 some 10 student already we have seen. So now see, this is the hyphen. For example, student hyphen some MPC course. SID of number data type 5. See, missing or invalid option. Is it accepting if you give hyphen? Is it accepting? Is it accept, guys? Is it accepting for SQL?
No.
No. So this is the invalid option, but you can declare table is created. So you can see description. Number data. So you can give, you can declare as a, but you should not declare as a hyphen.
Venki, your voice is getting low.
Is it fine, guys? Still same.
Yeah, little better.
Can tell me.
No, still it is going on.
Sorry?
Same.
Hello.
Oh, cannot hear.
So still same.
Yeah, still same.
Yes, sir.
Let me put in earphones. 1 second, guys.
Yeah, you just now, okay, just now, okay.
Maybe that's issue with the network, I think so. Can you hear me, guys, now? Yeah, can you hear me, guys? Hello? Hello, guys, can you hear me? Please confirm me.
Yes, yes. Now it's clear. Venki. Please continue.
I hope it's fine now. Hope it's fine now. Please confirm me, guys.
Yeah, it is fine, Venki.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah. So if you can use, instead of hyphen, you can use underscore. Okay. So instead of numeric is friend, you can use like this. Instead of see, here we have already seen, right? Like see as of student. So it's not accepted. But you can give like this. You can give as of student. So if you give as of student, it won't accept it, right? Because you should not use the special character in front. If you declare it, it cannot accept it. But you can declare like this. You can declare like this. The table is created. Okay. So the table must be start with a character. Okay. So instead of using like this, if you get any requirement, so you can use like this. It will create. See, table is created. Student under. But if you give numeric is first, it's not created. The same way, this is the invalid tables. This is the valid table. This is the invalid table. See, underscore you can give. So first character, then numeric you can give. First character, then special character you can give. So emp underscore. See here, delete keyword we should not use, right? We can use along with the character start and underscore delete like this. Okay. So you need to remember these points while you are creating the table. Next, column name. Column name. So here to create a table, you need these three parameters, right? So now table name is we discussed. Now column name. Okay. Column name is unique in a table. So column name must be start with A to Z or smaller case also. Column name cannot be a Oracle keyword. So let's see. Select, create table, stud, SID number of 4. Again SID. Again I am giving just varchar to this one. No worries for the else integer. INT, then to create it. See, duplicate column name. So the column name should not be repeat. It should be a unique queue. Guys, can you hear me right? You can hear me right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So column name is a unique queue in a table. That means column name should not be repeat or duplicate. See, SID I have declared 2 times. Even though data types are different, it is showing the duplicate column name because the column name should be a unique queue in a table. So you should not declare same column name again. Okay. Next, column name must be start with A to Z letter. Student ID, year, Here I'm giving just phone number. See, invalid number, invalid identifier, because the column name must be start with a character, A to Z letter. Okay, here we started with numeric. If we give same special operator as or star, that will also throw error. Next, column name cannot be a Oracle keyword. So here, let me give as create or delete. See, and get. So if I use Oracle keyword, it is showing. If you use a truncate here, it won't accept. So that's the truncate. If I gave, it has accepted. So if you see Oracle keyword, if you declared, then it will throw error, invalid identifier. Okay. So the column name should be start with the A to Z letter, and it should be unique. So column name should not be repeat again. That is the column name conditions. Next, data types. So can I get any answers from anyone? What and all data types are we have? If you have already prior knowledge on this SQL. What and all?
Integer character,
Sorry, come again.
Integer
integer character, double, int long, int short.
small int, big int, float.
Yeah, float, binary float, binary double. Okay. Same way, what and all characters we do, sorry, what and all data types we do have for other technologies. We have also, in SQL also, there are some data types which are important. You should not let it go. You have to practice thoroughly because all are important. Without that, we cannot write a single statement in our SQL. Okay. So there are two types of data types we do have in our Oracle. There are two types of data types we do have in our Oracle. One is user. See, there are Oracles about two types of data types. So one is user defined data types. Another one is built-in data types. Okay, user defined data types and built-in data types. So what is built-in data types? Built-in data types are the Oracle, the software, what and all the already inbuilt available the data types is called as a built-in data types. So once you installed, our Oracle is providing some default data types. So what and all default data types, those all are called as a inbuilt data types or else built-in data types. Next, user defined data types. User defined data types is nothing but which is create or define our own data types is called as a user defined data type. So user, we can also create our own data types. What and all Oracle is provide, except that we can create our own data type also. See, so where we can create this own data types in, we can create in PLSQL type like that. Okay, so user defined data types is used to create by the user or defined by the user as per the user requirement. So built-in data types is what all are the default data types is provided by the Oracle. So those all are the built-in data types. Okay, the built-in data types are so character data type, number data type, date time data types, large objects data types, row ID data types, long and raw data types. These all are the built-in data types. So we can work only these things by using these data types in SQL. Okay, character data type, number data type, date time data types, large objects data types, row ID data types, long and raw data types. Okay, the character data types, the character data types are multiple data types is there. Char, nchar, varchar, varchar2, club. These all are the character data types are available in our Oracle database based on the column, for the data which you want to inserted in that column. Based on that, we can declare it. So if it is character data, alphanumeric data in the means alpha and numbers like this. If it is alphanumeric data, we can use character or varchar2. If it is only number data, like 101, 102, like that, we can use number data. So let us discuss one by one. So the character data, next. Character data. So character data is used to store alphanumeric, alphabetic or alphanumeric. Alphanumeric means first alphabetical letters along with that numbers mixed. Otherwise, only alphabetic. Okay. Character data type is used to store the alphanumeric data. And it is case sensitive. So table name is not case sensitive, right? But character data is a case sensitive. So how Oracle compiler will understand that which is the character data? Anything which is given single quote, anything which is given in single quote. So the Oracle compiler understand that this is the character data. So if you want to insert any character data in our table, then you must use the single quotes. Then only Oracle understand that it's character data. Let us see. So we have created student table, right? Or else take some select star from EMB. One table is there. So now I am here ename description of EMP. See, ename is which data type? Varchar2 data type. So Varchar2 data type, what it will do? It will allows the character data type, right? Character data. So let us try to insert one row now. Insert table EMP. You no need to worry about this statement. Just you see what is going on. See. So I am inserting one ename column 2 is called as just Venki. See, yeah. See. See. Column not allowed here. Column not allowed here. Why? What we are inserting? So we are just giving the Venki without single quote. Without single quote, we are inserting. So that EMP ename column, what it will take, guys? Ename column. Ename column, what it will take? Ename column. What type of
Character
data
data
it will allow?
Character data type.
Character data. So we are inserting character data only. No, why it is not taking?
Single code is missing.
Yeah. So whatever the Oracle compiler is not understanding that it is a character. So what you need to give? You need to give as a single quote. Then only it will. So null value is there. 1 second. Iniq column is there. See here, not null. We should not insert the not null to the EMP number. Okay. See, now one row is created. The ename. Let us see whether it has inserted or not. See, Venki 101 Venki. So when you use the within single quote, then only Oracle understand that it is a string data. Then it will insert into the varchar type or character data type. So it will allow only string or character, both are same only. So it will allow only string or character data type because it varchar2 is a character data type. Okay, so character data type is a case sensitive. Case sensitive. So use any data which is given in single quote, that is called as a character data or string data. So which is treated as character data. Okay. Now the syntax of character data. The syntax of character data is char of size. Here varchar, see, char we give, but we haven't declared size. We'll see. Here varchar2. The size is 10 bytes we have taken. 10 bytes. So varchar2 we have given, right. Here character data we haven't declared any size. Why we will discuss now. See, the size of the syntax for this is character data type and size. So here why we mention the syntax means the column name, how it will take column name, then data type, then size. The syntax for the character data type is char and size. So why I mention this angular brackets? Why I mention these angular brackets? Can someone tell me? In every language it is the same. Why I mention this angular brackets?
We have to give the size of the character string.
So not below one parenthesis. I am not asking. This one. What that will indicate, guys? If you see any language like this, what that will indicate?
Array size.
So
Optional.
This is the optional. So if you declare like this, that means mandatory. So flower brackets indicate that mandatory. Angular brackets will indicate that optional. That means for character data, that is not required to declare that provide the size of the character data type. So you may provide or you may not provide. That's our wish. So size is not mandatory for character data type. So let us create one table. Create table name is I am giving this to. Okay. That name is name. Name I am giving now. I am not taking varchar2. Just I am taking as character data type of 20 size. Now I am giving gender column. Gender column is just I am giving char. See, here I am not declaring the size. Here I am not declaring. See, the table is created, guys. Here, did I provide any size for this data type, for this column? Any size? Did I provide any size? Here I have provided the char of 20. So 20 bytes I have provided the size. Did I provide any size here? Here.
Yes,
Please
sir.
respond. Did we provide any size here?
No, sir. For gender, you have not provided.
Okay. So gender I haven't provided. That means the character data size is mandatory, guys. By seeing this, can we understand that size is mandatory or not for character data type?
Size is not mandatory.
Mandatory
It's
because
optional again.
if you, yeah, it's optional. Even though if you didn't provide, it has created, it hasn't to throw any error. That means size is not mandatory. That's the reason I mentioned the angular brackets and along with the parenthesis also. So parenthesis indicates that. So here that's your wish whether you need to declare or not. So if you use only parenthesis, that will indicate size is mandatory. Size is mandatory. Here size is not mandatory. Okay. Character data type. So it will store the character data or string data. And size is not mandatory. One more case is it's fixed length data type. Fixed length data type. Fixed length data type. Here it stores the string or character data. String or character data. Okay. Next. Size is not mandatory. It is fixed length data type. It is fixed length. It is fixed length. Fixed length data type. It is fixed length data type. So now you know that these 2 points. So you doesn't know this one, what is fixed length data type. Let us leave that one. And one more thing, storage. The maximum storage 2000 bytes. 2000 bytes. That means here we have declared the what is the size, guys? What is the size? What is the size?
You
we
mean to say
declared,
that
guys,
would be 20.
20. So the name column allows you to enter till 20 character only. So 20 bytes we have declared. So how it will take for 1 byte, 1 character. For example, Venki. So this is 5 bytes. So one character indicates 1 byte. 1 character indicates 1 byte. Okay. If it is Srini, or else just SR, 2 bytes. bytes. Like that. So this name column stores only 20 bytes. If you want to store more than that, so you have to declare how much data you need to declare it. Okay, here the maximum bytes it will allow only 20 to 2000 bytes. 2000 bytes. So you can't declare more than that also. Here, for example, temp1 creating another table.
Here I'm having one question.
Yeah, 1 second. Let me complete this one. Then you can ask. Here, see, specified length is too long for its data type. Why it is reasoning? For character data type, maximum size is only 2000 bytes. But we are declaring 2500 bytes. So that's the reason it's raising that error. Specified length is too long for its data type. So what is this error indicates? This error is telling us this data type, whatever you specify the size is, it is too long for this data type because character data type is allowing only 2000 bytes, maximum 2000 bytes. Yeah, you can tell me. May I know your good name, please?
Vikram. So here you are mentioning about the character and the size. So if we are using the parenthesis before the flower bracket, then it means that that indicates that the size doesn't matter. I mean, like if you provide, that's well and good. If don't, then also it is fine. Is that right?
No. Let me. That's what you just to wait for to complete this character and varchar2. Then later you can raise me question. So I will tell you what's the importance of to declare the size. What's the importance of should not the declare the size. So here I haven't declared for the gender column. Why I haven't declared size, guys? So how we will indicate the gender, either male or female. If it is male, then we can just mention M. If it is female, we just mention F. So how many bytes you required, guys?
1 byte.
1 byte. 1 byte only we required, right? So that's what I'm telling you. Next point is that only, but he raised. If you ignore the size, if you didn't mention the size, by default it will take 1 byte. By default, it will take 1 byte. Let me show you. Description of temp table. Here table is created, right? Gender column we have declared only char. See how many bytes history it has taken. Did we mention anything here? We haven't declared size, right?
Correct.
So by default, it has taken 1 byte. That's the reason I have leave it, because in gender column, we won't mention full as male like this. We won't mention like this. We won't mention like this. Female. So we just mention male is indication M, female is indication only F. How many bytes I required? Only byte, 1 byte. So that's the reason I just let it, because if you declare also, that's not a worry. You can declare also, but no need to declare there, because it's a default. It will take 1 byte only. So next condition is maximum size is how much, guys, for character data? For char data type, maximum size
2000.
2000 bytes.
2000.
Bytes. Next default size how much, guys?
1 byte.
1 byte. So if you cannot declare the size, if you cannot declare the size here, so by default it will take 1 byte. So now whatever he raised the question, right? Just insert into, what is our table name, guys? Here, temp table. So let us insert the values. Here, size is I am giving Venki, and here char I didn't declare. Let me give the mail. Whether it will get insert into the database,
No,
because why it won't?
because size is specified 1 for
Yeah.
gender
Here
and you are
gender,
specifying 4 bytes.
yeah, very good, very good. See here we haven't declared the size, so by default it has taken 1 byte. So here how many bytes you are inserting? 4 bytes. 4 bytes. See, value here name, see, wherever error is there, there only the star indicates. Value too large for the column. Venki.temp. Gender is actual, how much bytes we are inserting? 4 bytes, actual bytes. Maximum is 1 bytes because maximum size is 1 byte. So let us give 1 M here. Let us give more than 20. See, same. See, mag here Venki.temp column is Venki is my schema here, guys. Don't get confusion. So the name column here, column name is here, temp is name column only, no. So name column maximum size is name column maximum size is 20 bytes, but the actual how much data you are inserting? 45 bytes. So value is too large for the column. Got it? Somebody raised one question. Is it clear now? Did you got your answer?
Yeah, but I was asking that what is the use of parenthesis? The parenthesis in the flower bracket. So as you mentioned,
that's what you are getting. See, that means you no need to declare like this, guys. The use of parenthesis means why I mention this flower bracket to indicate the size is not mandatory. To indicate size is not mandatory. When you are declaring the character size, you must use the parenthesis. See, like
okay.
this, you must use the parenthesis if you want to declare the size. So why I mentioned this angular brackets means to indicate that size is not mandatory. So why I kept after the why I have closed inside the angular bracket size means the size is not mandatory. To indicate that size is not mandatory. If you want to declare the size, you must use the parenthesis only. Only this angular brackets indicates that size is mandatory or not. If you leave it, size is mandatory. So if you use like this, why I mention inside this means you no need to use angular brackets to declare. Just to understanding purpose, I just put that this symbol, because every technology, you know that in every technology we used to use. So this is means not optional, not mandatory. It will indicate. Got it?
Got it.
Did you clear your answer, or do you want me to explain again?
I got it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you. Next. So these 5 points you should remember for the character data. One is it store the string or character data. Character data. Size is not mandatory because here I showed you. Here size I haven't declared, right? So here I declare, that means not mandatory. Next, it's a fixed length data type. That means data type is fixed length. So what I will tell you that one now. While once we discuss about the varchar to data type, then we can discuss this one. What is fixed length? Maximum size is 2000 bytes. I have shown you that also practically. See, maximum 2000 bytes. If you are trying to declare more than 2000, then it's thrown the error. Okay. Next, default size is 1 byte. So if you ignore it to declare, by default it will take 1 byte. So clear, right? So this one alone pending. So you just remember that one. Let me explain you, because to understand better way we can discuss this. So the character data types, what and all there? Char, nchar, varchar2, 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 CLAB. Okay. Next to nchar. Nchar is nothing but you no need to power gun. Hello, guys, are you there? Sorry guys, power gone in my home. I just connected with my mobile. So sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
So I'm so sorry. Power gone. Okay. Next, nchar.
No problem.
Nchar is nothing but to insert the multiple languages. See, by default, how Oracle is designed to insert the only English language, right? If you want to insert or storing the data from other languages also, so you can declare as nchar. So we never use in real time. Just I need to tell you what and all the subject is there. So here character we declared. That means it will allow only English language. If you declare nchar, then it will allow other languages also. Okay. Next to varchar and varchar2. If you declare varchar, it will convert it to the varchar2 type only. It will convert it to the varchar2 data type only. It will convert it to varchar2 type. So this one also you no need to know, but to explaining varchar2 data type. Okay. So if you declare also, it will convert it to varchar2 data type only. So this is very, very important. We use varchar2. Mostly we use varchar2 to data type only. So I will tell you later what's the difference also character and varchar2. That is very much important question in your interview. They will ask what's the difference between character and varchar2. So if you declared varchar, it will convert it to varchar2 data type. So varchar2 data type, what is varchar2 type? This is very, very important. So you need to know this one. So mostly we use this one only in real time. So where we need to use char, where we need to varchar2, I will tell you. Okay. So varchar2 data type is used to store the string or character data within predefined length. Within predefined length means what and all the length you declared. Here character data you declared as a 20 bytes. So within these 20 bytes, we can insert the data. More than that, we can't insert, right? See, more than that, we can't insert. It will raise the error. So the same way, this also, varchar2 data type is used to store the variable string data. Variable string data. Remember this point. Variable string data. Store the variable string data within predefined length. Okay. It also used to store the character or string or character data. String or character data. To store the variable string data. Variable string or character data. Okay. What is that variable? I will let you know. Next, maximum size is mandatory, guys, for this. Size is mandatory. Here you can see size is mandatory. So size is mandatory. The syntax for this, size is mandatory. Here size is mandatory. Okay. It is dynamic data type, not fixed length data type. It is, I think everyone knows what is dynamic and what is fixed. We can discuss that also. It is dynamic data type. It is dynamic data type. The 2 points the point alone I will tell you. Next, these all are the cases. Okay. So that I told you, right, already. If you declare varchar2 also, so it is also same. It can also use this data type. The subtype define the same length. So if you declare varchar size also, it is also 4000 bytes. The maximum size is, guys, maximum size is 4000 bytes. 4000 bytes. So here, why there is no default size? Because size is mandatory. So you can't ignore just varchar2. If you declare, then it will take the default size. Here we can't able to declare, right? So that's the reason there is no default size for this. Okay. So it is stored. Now create the light is there. 1 second, guys, please. Okay. Next, create table. Table name is I am creating as a temp1. Okay. I am giving student name as varchar2. Okay, let's leave the size. So missing left parenthesis means this is expecting here one left parenthesis and closing parenthesis again close. That means size here. Size I am giving on 7 bytes something. Table is created. That means size is mandatory, right? Size is mandatory, right? Here size is mandatory. Size is mandatory. So next, it store the character or variable string length data. Now create table. I am creating one more table as T1. That is, I am giving name as declaring as a char as 110 bytes. Okay. T1 already is there. Then some S1, you can call it as. So one table is created. Now I am creating one table as S2. S2. So declared as same 10 bytes as varchar2. Okay. So S1 table I have created name as char. I have declared the character data type. In S2 table I have created name column as varchar2 data type. Okay. Two tables I have created. One is S1, another one is the S2. Here character I declared. So because though both will store the character data, no. Now you need to know what's the importance when we need to use the character, when you need to use the varchar2. Now insert the values. Insert into S1 values. Name is I am giving Venki. I am inserting the into S1 table. So one row created. Here now again inserting same S2, same Venki I am giving. S2 inserted. Now see the details. Select star from S1. So in Venki inserted. Select star from 2. Venki is inserted. Okay. Here character, but here varchar2. Now why we should not use the character to insert more than one byte means here character how many bytes we have declared, guys? Character data type, how many for character, how many bytes we have declared, guys? How many bytes we declared for character?
20.
Sorry?
20.
No. 10C. That is previous table.
5, I think. 5.
No. Here see. Name. No. What I'm asking, declare how much we have declared, not inserted. How many
10.
bytes we have declared? 10. So varchar2 how many bytes? 10 bytes.
10.
Yeah. In S1 table, I have declared. In
10.
S1 table, I have declared name column as character 10 bytes.
10.
This is very important, guys. You need to focus it. Next, S2 table, I have declared name column as varchar2 10 bytes. Now here how many bytes I have inserted, guys? What I have inserted?
5 byte.
Yeah. Venki I have inserted 5 bytes. Here how many bytes I have inserted? Again
5.
here also 5 bytes. Clear? So far clear, guys? Any doubts?
So what is the difference?
Yeah, I will let you know. So far clear.
Yep.
Now
Yes.
we are remaining how many bytes, guys?
5.
5 bytes. Here remaining how many bytes?
5.
5 bytes. Now difference is here. So what we have inserted? Venki. So remaining 5 bytes will be there, right? 5 bytes we have. Remaining 5 bytes. 1, 2, here coming. Okay. Here 1 byte, 2 byte, 3 byte, 4 byte, 5 bytes. So
Yes.
like this it will store. Here Here, see how to take one space. You will get to know. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the remaining 5 bytes, it will apply the blank pads. That is called trailing pads. So it will apply the blank space. Whereas in varchar 2, if we insert 5 bytes, it will take only 5 bytes only. Remaining 5 bytes, it will send back the remaining 5 bytes space is there, right? The storage, the remaining 5 byte storage will get sent back to the hard disk. So it won't
Okay.
store. So here, in case of varchar 2, the storage is not waste. Here storage is waste because it is assigning remaining 5 bytes is blank pads or trailing pads, blank spaces. So whatever you declared 10, the 10 length it will take. See, for example, you have inserted only 4 bytes. Raji. Remaining 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remaining 6 bytes, it will apply the blank pads. Here, remaining 6 bytes, it will send back to the hard disk. So here, one row it is saving 5 bytes. Like
Got it.
that, we have multiple rows, like around 2 lakh, 3 lakh rows also will be there. So that many bytes data, it will send back to the storage hard disk or storage. So here data storage. So here storage will be won't waste. Here storage will get waste. So that's the reason we call it as fixed length data type character. So varchar 2, why we call it as dynamic data type means it store the data variable string data. So here variable is Venki, here variable is Raji, here variable is Venki, like that. So based on the data, it will allocate memory. For example here, if you insert the data as Venkat, so here it will take 6 bytes. Remaining bytes it will send to the again storage. For example, if you insert Sudhakar, how many bytes, guys? 3, 6, 7, 8. So 8 bytes. Remaining data, it will send back remaining 2 bytes to the storage. So here, based on the variable which you are inserting, it is allocating the memory. Here, it won't allocate the memory based on the variable. It allocates the memory based on the size of the column. So that's the reason it stores the data, variable string or character data. So based on the variable, it will allocate the memory. So now you may get doubt. Why I need to believe this? What and all you are telling? It may wrong. So show me the proof. Like that you can ask. Let me show you the proof now. Now insert S1 values again. S1 values. One more row I am setting. That is Raji. Next, one more row S1 Sudhakar. So S1 table I have inserted 3 rows. Sorry. See, 3 rows I have inserted. S1 table. So now S2 table. What is S2 table, guys? S2 table is the varchar 2 data type. So S2 table. So Raji. Next, S2 table. Sudhakar. table. So now select star from S1 is the same data. Select star from S2 is the same data. See now, see here description of S1 is character data type. Description of S2 is varchar2 data type. So here S1 table is the character data type, S2 is the table varchar2 data type. Now let me show you the proof. Length of name from S1 table. So I said like it will allocate the blank space, right? It will apply the blank spaces or blank pads for the remaining bytes. So that is also will calculate it, right? 1 byte, 2 byte, 3 byte. So now let me show you name of length of S name. You can see you entered only 5 bytes, right? See why it is showing 10. Here only 4 bytes. Here
Because of space.
8 bytes, but it has taken 10. Why it is showing 10 for taken 10 for everything?
Space.
Yeah, it supplied the blank spaces. So now I said here it won't apply the blank space. Then it will send memory back to the storage. That one also you can see. That one also I have to show you, right? Now S2 table. See, here only 5 bytes. So it has taken only 5 bytes. So remaining 5 bytes is sent to the storage, back to the storage. So here only 4 bytes. Remaining 6 bytes, it's sent back to the database. Here only 8 bytes. Remaining 2 bytes, it has sent to the database. Clear, guys?
Yes.
Anyone is having any doubts on varchar and varchar2?
So we can use the varchar only, yeah? Even we don't have to write
Let me. So far, did you understood or not? That's what my query. We'll take your questions, no worries. Last 5 minutes. 10 minutes. Okay. So far, do you have any doubts, guys? Anyone is having any doubts with respect to character, with respect to varchar2? Yeah, okay, thank you. See, now you may ask me when I have to use char, when I have to use varchar2. So whenever you know that the data which they are inserting is the fixed length, by the time you have to declare the char. Whenever the data which you are receiving or inserting into the data, it's a dynamic. That means you may get 4 bytes, you may get 10 bytes, you may get 9 bytes. By the time you have to use the varchar2. See, for example, if I declare gender column as here char, like as 5 bytes. But gender column you are inserting how much, guys? Gender column you are inserting only M. How many bytes you are inserting, guys?
1.
So always it will be 1 only, right? Either M, either F. Okay, either M, either F. So it is fixed for this column. For this column, you know that always it will get only 1 byte. That is fixed. By that time, you have to use declare like this. Gender of char, let it be. That's it. Here in name, you doesn't know. Sometimes Venki, sometimes Srini, sometimes Rama sometimes, Asik sometimes, Sudhakar. So we doesn't know what type of data, how many bytes you will get to know. So by that time, you have to declare as varchar2 because you should not waste the database storage. Here, if you declare char of 4, but you are inserting always MRF, 1 byte only. The remaining 3 bytes is always waste for every row. If we have 1000 rows, 1000 into 3, 3000 bytes storage waste. If we have 1 lakh into 3, 3 lakh storage, 3 lakhs bytes storage will get waste. So when you know that the column data, whatever you are inserting to the table, the data is fixed, then you have to use the character and declare the size. Here you know that only 1 byte, so no need to declare. For example, that column is always NA. So some people we put right none. So you know that always NA. NA is always means 2 bytes. So what you need to do? Char of 2 you have to declare. So whenever you know that column is always inserting the data as a fixed, then you have to declare char. Whenever you know that the column is always fixed dynamic, then you have to use varchar2. Clear, guys? Any doubts? Anyone is having any doubts when you have to use it? Can someone answer, please?
Whenever we know that the name of the field, then the entry will be limited number of character, then we can go for char. Whenever we don't know that what will be the name or what will be the data in that field, then we can go with the varchar.
Yes, exactly. Excellent. See, we doesn't know, right? See, for example, if you take college, hall ticket number, you know that always it's fixed, right? 10 digits number or 9 digits number, college,
Yes.
Inter or some other. By the time you can go for the char of hall ticket number is 10. Okay. If you declare varchar2 also, that's not a problem. I am telling you just. So if you know that the students' names we doesn't know, right? Some people will have 15 bytes, some people will have 10 bytes like that. By the time you need to go for the varchar2. I hope you all clear about the character and varchar2. So next nchar. Nchar is the same as the character, only the change is it will allow multiple languages. If you declare nchar, that means national character set. So it will allow other than English languages also. If you declare only character, it will allow only char. Next, same we do have nvarchar, nvarchar2 also we do have. Okay. If you declare varchar, then it will convert it into the varchar2 data type only. So you no need to declare it at all. If you declare also, it will convert it to this one. So any doubts, guys? So we can continue already. I think it's more than 10 minutes. Can I take another 5 minutes to complete the C-Lab? Okay, just I will take 5 minutes, guys. Sorry, don't worry. See, next, another character data type is C-Lab. Now, your requirement is stored is a 2000 bytes, then you can go for the char. If it is more than 2000 bytes, then you will go for the 4000. But your column is getting more than 4000. That means you need to store 1 GB, 2 GB like that data. By the time we can't use the varchar2 data type, right? So you need to declare the C-Lab. So the maximum size is The Syllab is maximum size is 4 GB. So this is also used to store the character or string or character data only. This is also string or character data. Okay, maximum size is 4 byte. So this is also dynamic data, because if you declare Syllab, if you are inserting only 10 bytes, remaining 4 GB data will get waste. So for this, you no need to provide the memory explicitly. Size is no need to provide explicitly. By default, it will take 4 GB only. So we never use it at all in real time. We use varchar 2 only, but you need to know if you get any requirement. Okay. Syllab size is 4 GB, and it is also used to store the large box of the character data. Large mix means you will get bulk data, right? 4 GB, 2 GB, 1 GB like that. So by the time we can declare it. Okay. Database stores single bytes and multiple bytes character data also. Okay. For this, you no need to provide the size for all large objects. It will come into the large objects data type. It will come into the large objects data type. But we are discussing character, no? That's the reason I explained you. So the syntax for this is just syntax is column name, column 1 or column 2, just Syllab. You have to declare like this. So you no need to provide the memory. This is column 1 or column 2, where 2, then provide the memory. Got it, guys? It is also why Syllab is required. If you want to insert the data large blocks like more than 4,000 bytes, then you have to declare the Syllab as our data type. So you no need to provide the memory for this. You need to use the Syllab. By default, it will allocate 4 GB for that. So this is the dynamic data type. Size is no need to provide explicitly. The maximum size is 4 GB. So I am happy to take questions now. If you have any questions, please tell me. I am ready to answer you.
So will this syntax be applicable in the other database as well, like MySQL database?
Yeah. See, all MySQL, MS SQL, NoSQL, TSQL, PostgreSQL, all are the same only. At least 95 to 98% all are same. Only some 1% it may some difference in the some functionality wise, like we have one pivot function, but in PostgreSQL that is different, one different name, like that. Functionality is working, all are the same only. Maybe somewhere keywords will be changed. So you no need to worry about that. If you write like this, if it is wrong, anything is there, the tool itself, it will show this is wrong. That will raise one error.
Because I was checking with the MySQL, and the MySQL varchar 2 is not there. Varchar is supported, but varchar 2 is not supported. So that's the reason I asked. Anyway,
yeah, some rare cases it will be, but syntax wise some less different, that is more difference. If you are using like this, for example, any tool, who they have developed, why they have developed, who they have developed, you know. See, if you enter this code, if something is wrong in that code,
So have you already discussed the curriculum of this
Sorry,
session? Have you already discussed the curriculum of this session in this SQL? What will be covered and what are the? in the
no,
beginning?
Tableau, why we covered the
No,
Tableau?
I'm not
why we-
talking about Tableau. I'm not
Sorry?
talking about Tableau. I'm talking about, have we already discussed in the beginning what are the topics we'll be going to cover in this session?
Oh, you are telling
Not-
topics or curriculum you are telling? Yes, we already
Yes.
covered. See, if you mention like this, for example, if you are using the MS SQL, so if I mention like this, see here one red line is showing down. Can you see?
Yes.
So that will indicate that here you are doing mistake. See what is expecting here. So if
Got
you
it.
are using varchar 2 in your MS SQL, there it will show one red line down. So you can remove it. So that's not a problem, right? In our real time also, we used to go for the multiple projects and we used to work for that within that. So all are using some different SQL also. So that's not matter. We can go it. We can discuss. I mean, we can work on it because we know this Oracle database.
Got it.
So this SQL, Oracle SQL is like mandatory for all languages. Now SQL is becoming mandatory for all languages. Without this SQL, you can't work on any business tools or BI, Tableau, all QuickView, Talent, and databases. You know the importance of data, right? Database. Did you join as newly for this session, guys? Who is asking? Vikram?
Yes.
Yeah, you
I
can
went-
connect me offline. We can discuss it further.
Okay, sure. How can I connect?
Okay, that's all from my end. Anyone is having any questions? Okay, thank you guys. We'll meet tomorrow. Sorry, I have taken some long session. Thank you. Because I don't want to stop
thank you,
in
sir.
between the session.
How can I
Okay.
connect you offline?
Yeah. Okay, you can call me. I will ping you. Wait 1 second. Call me to this number, okay?
Oh, this number? Okay.
Okay, thank you.
WhatsApp? Okay.
WhatsApp
Thank
also same number is having.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you guys. We'll meet tomorrow. Bye.